me you're ready by turning this way. We're going to say crisscross. So people behind you can see. Can you see? Ready? Writers. Today we're starting a new unit of writing. You've kind of been collecting some ideas in your notebooks, and today it's time to really get started with writing workshop. Okay? So when we start anything, it's kind of important to celebrate. So in a moment, I'm going to let you cheer really loudly. But here's the deal. I'm going to conduct you kind of like I'd conduct an orchestra. So when I go like this, you get to make noise and cheer really loudly so that the classrooms all around us can hear you, because we're really excited to start this new unit. Okay? But when I go like this, do you think we can handle that? So this means you can say really loud things. You go, yeah! And then, we're starting our new writing unit.
Yeah!
Do you think they heard us next door? Let's do it one more time.
Yeah!
Woohoo! We're starting our new writing unit. And so whenever we're starting a new unit, it's a time to celebrate. It's a time to think about all the great things we're going to do. And you know there's another time in our lives when we kind of think about all the great things we're going to do? It's at New Year's. You know at New Year's you make something called a resolution, where you kind of set a goal for yourself? Great. So guess what? Since we're starting a new unit, it's time to kind of think about a resolution we can make as a writer. What are we going to be working on this year as a writer? But in order to make a resolution, you know what we have to do? We kind of have to think about what could it look like if we really become great third grade writers. What could that look like? We kind of have to see what it looks like at the end. Have you ever made a puzzle before? You know how when you make a puzzle, you don't just start putting the pieces together, you actually look at the cover of the box to see what the end result looks like?
Yeah.
Right? That's what we're going to do today. So we're going to be looking at some third grade writing, and we're going to be thinking about how could we make our writing notebooks like this third grade writer did. So I'm going to show you an example. This is one of my students from the past. Her name is Viva. This is her writing notebook. I took it. She's actually a middle schooler now. It was such a great notebook that I kept it for years and years and years. And as I flip through it, there's some things you might notice, and you might, oh, that looks familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh my goodness, and look, she's writing here, she's making some lists. There's all sorts of things you could notice. Wow, she wrote a lot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So much writing. Some days she wrote half a page. Some days she pushed herself and wrote longer. Wow, wow, wow. She has really nice handwriting too, which makes it a good example. She wrote poems. She wrote a lot of lists. She even did some jotting where she thought of some first times and last times. And she wrote stories. And she made Venn diagrams and wrote informational pieces. You can just see she really pushed herself as a writer. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
So do you think this is a good writer to stretch ourselves to work and study? Okay. So I'm going to share with you a piece of writing that she wrote in her notebook. And I made a copy so each of you could have one. I'm going to read it to you though because it's kind of hard to read. Would you like thumbs up if you think you can handle holding a copy in your lap while I'm reading it out loud? Okay. Since I haven't done this with you before, I'm going to pass this out to you, and you need to keep your paper still so it doesn't go like this, okay? Can you keep it still like this in your lap? Okay. And that way you can read along with me. I'm going to pass this out really quickly. Take one and pass it backwards. Take one and pass it backwards. If you don't get one, raise your hand, I'll pass it to you. Take one and